Hey there guys, we're taking a look at Rage 2 running on the i5-1135G7. Now this is currently running at 1080p with the lowest possible settings, and the performance is actually better than what I was expecting. I don't know why I came into the game expecting it to run really poorly, but no, it runs pretty smoothly considering the graphics settings that we're at, and at 1080p it looks surprisingly decent and it plays pretty well. It's not the greatest experience, but those 1% lows being above 30 does keep the performance pretty consistent. It's certainly not going to be the greatest gaming experience, but it's surprisingly playable, and I was pretty much able to play it without much issue at these settings really. It's a lot easier to just get away with this kind of performance when you're playing it on a laptop screen that is only 60 Hz anyway, so this level of performance is perfectly adequate, especially considering that the game can be pretty fast-paced at times, and it's able to keep up with it for the most part, you know? Even in the most intense situations, it's not really going to dip too much. There will be the occasional stutter here and there that might, be a little bit of a problem, but they're so infrequent that I would really say that it doesn't detract too much from the gaming experience. It also really helps the fact that the game itself doesn't really require super high reaction times because of the fact that it's a single player game. Now, if you're someone that plays at the super high difficulties, maybe this level of performance won't be enough for you, and of course you can always switch things down to 720p. At 720p we are able to claw back enough performance here to say that we have a very solid gaming experience. The 1% lows in particular saw a nice bump into the mid 40s, which means you're having a very smooth experience, and the averages are comfortably above 60. There will be moments that we are just slightly below 60, but for the most part they are not really going to be that noticeable, especially on, again, a 60 Hz display on a laptop. This really isn't going to be that bad of an experience. It's a very solid performer. This is one of those games where if you have a GDP win or like a Steam Deck, whenever that ends up actually coming out and readily available for people, it's going to be a very good performer, because if it's doing this well with an i5, I can't imagine how it's going to do with the new RDNA 2 graphics. But overall, I gotta say 720p is probably how I would play this game. You can get away with 1080p though, so really it's all up to what you're willing to sacrifice. If you're willing to take an FPS hit and you just want that 1080p crispy goodness, you can totally get that. If you just want the best possible performance you can get, 720p is where it's at. But anyways, I appreciate you watching. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe, and of course check out the affiliate links down below. I would really love to get my hands on a Steam Deck. I really would love to compare those RDNA 2 graphics to Vega, all different generations of Vega, because I have like first generation integrated Vega all the way up to, some of the more modern ones, and I would love to make a comparison video between that and the Steam Deck. That is going to require a lot of money, and I would really appreciate if you guys would just check out the affiliate links down below, help me finance that, because that would be fantastic. But anyways, I will see you guys next time.